Welcome to another edition of Studying with Lundy. Today we are going to explore how immigration shaped American cities, particularly in the North, during the time of industrialization. As factories and industries grew, they attracted many immigrants seeking better job opportunities. But this period also brought challenges, including overcrowded living conditions, dangerous working environments, and social tensions. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand how immigration contributed to the growth of cities and how it also sparked some important debates and conflicts in society. In the 19th century, the North experienced a massive change known as industrialization. This was when industries like factories, railroads, and mills began to thrive. These industries created a lot of job opportunities, which caused many people to move to cities for work. This period was a turning point in America's economy and society. These new job opportunities were a major draw for immigrants, especially from Europe. Immigrants came from countries like Ireland, Germany, and later Italy, Poland, and East Europe. Many of these people were looking for better lives, hoping to escape poverty, war, and famine in their home countries. As a result, cities in the North like New York, Chicago, and Boston saw large increases in immigrant populations. Despite the promise of work, life for immigrants in these cities wasn't easy. The wages were low, and workers had to put in long hours, sometimes up to 12 or 14 hours a day. The work itself was often dangerous, with little protection from accidents. Immigrants were frequently given the hardest and most dangerous jobs in factories and mines. Many immigrants ended up living in overcrowded conditions. The cities were growing rapidly, and there simply wasn't enough housing for everyone. Immigrants often lived in small, cramped apartments in buildings known as tenements. These places were poorly built, lacked proper plumbing, and were filthy. As a result, diseases spread easily, and living conditions were harsh. The factories where many immigrants worked were not only overcrowded, but also unsafe. The machines were often old and dangerous, and factory workers were expected to operate them with little training. Accidents were common, and there were no safety regulations. Many workers were injured, and some even died on the job. The pay did not reflect the dangerous nature of the work. As more immigrants arrived, tensions began to grow. Many native-born Americans began to fear that the immigrants were taking their jobs, lowering wages, and changing American culture. This fear led to a rise in anti-immigrant sentiment, where immigrants were blamed for many of the social and economic problems in the cities. This belief system became known as nativism. Nativist groups made up of people who believed that only native-born Americans should be in the country became more active in fighting against immigration. These groups spread messages that immigrants were a threat to American jobs, values, and culture. They pushed for laws and policies that would restrict immigration, especially from certain countries such as Ireland and China. Industrialization in the North changed the country in many ways. It brought economic growth and opportunities, but it also created many challenges. Immigrants played a huge role in building the industries in cities, but they faced harsh conditions and were often viewed with suspicion and fear. These tensions between immigrants and native-born Americans were a defining feature of this time period. Despite the hardships, immigrants played a key role in shaping America's cities, economy, and culture. The challenges they faced continue to influence debates on immigration today. Understanding this history helps us better understand the ongoing impact of immigration on our society and economy. As always, thank you for watching Studying with Lundy.